swinging from building to building, soaring high above the civilians walking. I was in the scary mode people like to call it, but I think it suited me well. I showed who I truly was, or well, who Venom was. This look probably fit my new protection better anyways, being a villain and all. I had already taken 2 right turns getting ready to swing left to the next road, but in the corner of my eye I saw something. There in a small alleyway I saw a light blue explode, vanishing in seconds after. It was blue flames, his blue flames. Having found the boy I was looking for in the first place, I dropped down behind him, being extra loud to tell him I was here. Well, he didn't think it was me at first by turning around with one arm up, ready to send another wave of flames my way. He stoked in his tracks when he saw my tall, dark form start to shrink back to my normal height. Holla dib dap. What's cooking? I giggled at my stupid joke. Well, from the smell of burning flesh, it was bodies. He looked so unimpressed by my knee slapping my joke. He stood up straight, walked G to me with his hands in his pockets. Once he got in front of me, he bent down to my eye level, making me slightly mad that he thought so highly of himself. Look at you, Dolly, and escapee. What are you doing here? You had your internship with the new #1. Sarcasm coated his voice as he talked about the hero. Couldn't blame him, the man was a piece of shit. He passed me, a slight nod to tell me to follow. I'm so glad you asked. I'm gonna go kill a few people, maybe steal all the goodies in the bank. Wanna come? I had a smile dancing on my lips thinking about doing the things. I could see the boy's lips slightly twitch up as well. We were walking in the direction of a nearby bank, which so happened to be the bank the flame hero used. The ad for the place made my cry. That flamehead looked so mad to be putting his green in there. If Venom wasn't in my body, he would be rolling around crying tears of laughter. It took me a second register that there was a little brown hair boy missing. Where's Phil? I stoked in my tracks, grabbing the blue-eyed boy by the shoulders to look at me, shaking him slightly back and forth. He was not liking being tossed around like a rag doll, grabbing both my hands to stop me. Fucking hell, woman, he's fine. Sleeping at my place, the old guy there is looking after him. Safe and sound. I let go a breath I don't know I was holding. It was good news to know he was safe. Anyways, I'll gladly join you on your little rebellion. But I gotta ask, why the change of heart of being a good little hero in training? We had started to walk through a populated part of town, some of the heroes pointing at me, talking in hushed whispers. They were after me already? In Devour, you're a little fucker. Getting practically all the heroes on my SC knew I needed to get out of there, out of sight. Dabi also seeing the attention I was getting. In a quick moment, I grabbed the scared wrist beside me and booked it down to another alleyway, hiding behind a dumpster, letting the heroes run past. Well, the flaming piece of shit kinda sorta made me in. I never had to me to finish when I felt a warm hand grab my chin. It wasn't rough, but enough to turn my bruised cheek for him to inspect. He did this to you. I could hear the anger in his voice, trying to hide it in a clam one. He used his other hand to pull back my hair slide to get a better look, his eyes narrowing at it. His palms started to get hotter, not burning me, but not the most comfortable feeling. I nod my head. Lying would be pointless, he could read me like a book. I was not looking at him, feeling weak for letting that man be able to land such a solid hit. No, there were no tears, but it did still make me feel pathetic. He just signed the feeling of something being placed on my shoulders. Here, you're attracting all the heroes' attention. I'm not in the mood to get arrested. I'm in for your plan. A wide smirk was placed on his face, an evil smirk which people would find creepy, but it was really sexy to say the least. Please. Stop. The guy's not bad, but can you please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up about your undying love? It's gross. Grabbing his hand, he offered me to get up. I pulled the jacket closer to me, the smell of him overwhelming me. We left from behind the dumpster, quickly walking to the bank we wanted to steal from. Had to get back at and devour somehow. And what better way than stealing all his money? Maybe kill someone for the fun of it. I was really starting to sound like a crazy person. Toga was rubbing off on me. We were in the park across from said bank. Not many people around, which was perfect for us. It was all fine and dandy until I heard two way too familiar voices speak. When? There stood Bakugu and Shoto, the look of relief in their eyes, turning to fear in seconds once they spotted Dabi. What the hell are you doing with him? Kastuki was reaching out to grab me away from my, boyfriend. If he was Tuya, then we still were together. He never broke up with me when he left, so. Shoto did the same, not his fearful look in his eyes. He was determined to get me back, which was not going to happen. Stepping back from their grasp, bumping lightly into Dabi, his arm wrapping around my waist. The action didn't go unnoticed by the boys, anger rising in the blonde and confusion in the red-white head. "Get you filthy hands off her, belongs with the heroes." Bakugo barked, letting small expositions go off in his palm. Dabi let out a dark chuckle at his comment. "Oh no, she is very much mine to keep." The red-eyed boy was about to attack but froze from what the man holding my waist did. Dabi let go of my hip, taking both sides of his jacket on my body. He had a tight grip on the navy blue coat, pulling my lips into his. It may not have been our first kiss, but this one felt like I was flying in the clouds. It was a little rough, but it was comforting in some way, my eyes fluttering closed. The two textures of his lips set me head over heels, making my hands rest on his chest. The kiss waiting and passionate, leaving my head a little fuzzy. The smirk he had wet my lips, getting wider when he saw the two other boys' expeditions. "You bastard!" Dabi pulled me out of the way, breaking the kiss. Snatching my hand in his, he ran into the dank flames blazing. He scorched a few people, leaving the woman at the desk to live. "Hey, not to bother, but what vault is NG Todoroki's money?" He acted like he didn't just kill 4 people. She was shaking in her boots. It was funny to watch. It's vault T290S6. I could we her start to reach under the desk for something, only what I assumed to be an emergency caller. Grabbing her wrist with great strength, making her yelp. I shook my head no. She attempted to rip his hand away. "Not Haggett." I let Venom do a little scaring in his snake form. Tasty looking head you got there. Let me take a bite." He let out a malicious laugh out at her petrified expiration, giving up. Skipping down the hallway to the right door, Dabi calmly looking at the numbers. "Found it. Problem, the thing is impossible to G." It was finally my turn to cut him off, giving Venom the okay to take control. I grew to my ungodly height, the strength coursing through me, gently pushing him back to keep him out the way. He would be crushed from a punch from me. Pulling back my arm, forming a fist with my hand, I sent my fist into the metallic door, the first punch making a massive dent, doing the same thing once again. This punch sent the door flying off its hinges onto the ground, only the black bodysuit. "What were you saying? Impossible." "Punch something enough, it's gonna break." Venom having his little moment before retracting back into me, I walked into the safe, leaving a very surprised Dabi at the door. I didn't hear him behind me, and when I saw him it made me burst out laughing. He just stood there with big fish eyes, jaw slightly open. "You'll catch fly us like that? Let's get going, mister. I don't want to get arrested." I attempted to make my voice lower to impersonate his. He gave me a nod, grabbing as much as he could before running out the building. With me hot on his trail, we kicked open the doors, red lasers pointed at us. "Put your hands up. We know who you are, so come quietly and no one will have to get hurt." The police officer spoke into the speaker, and Devour with a killer glare directed to us. There was no way I was about to give up. This was going so well. I'm a brilliant moment of thought. I dropped everything I had into Dabi's hands. He was about to protest, but the look in my eye stoked him. I smirked at the heroes, giddy about the crimes I was doing. "Hey, and Devour-san, you found me. Good work, but sadly I have things to do, places to see, people to meet." Venom-esque. My quirk came over my body once again. Everyone ready to attack, but I had other plans. Scooping the other villain in my arms, Venom let out a loud roar/yell, leaping high into the air. No one could catch us as I jumped from rooftop to rooftop, Dabi laughing at the fall's attempts to catch us. They did finally gave up. Well, more like we lost them. The blue-eyed man in my arms gave me directions to his home. It was a quick and easy trip. We stood in front of the apartment complex. I have shrunken back to myself again. The stuff I had given Dabi back in my arms. He led me through the building to his room. He opens the door, the crack of it made me cringe. It wasn't lots, but it was better than a cardboard box house. A small kitchen to the left, a door to the right leading to a bathroom. On the same side further into the apartment was a little bedroom. I could see the form of little Phil waking up. In the center of the place was a living space, a couch, and a TV on the other side. And lastly, a master bedroom, another bathroom attaches to it. It was small and packed, but it felt at home. The scared villain dropped all that he had taken onto the coffee table in front of the couch, me following his actions. "Big bro Dabi, big sis when you're back." His little form ran at us, trying his best to hug us both with his little arms. I hugged him back, Dabi surprising me by doing the same. We looked at each other and smiled, giggling a bit. Good work out there, doll face. You really saved my ass back there. I blushed a bit from the compliment. He still made my heart thump in my chest. Not to mention the kiss we shared not too long ago. This sis, you face is all red. Are you sick? He placed a small hand on my head. I shot up, walking to the bathroom. I'm okay, Phil. I'll go splash some water on my face. I could hear the older boys teasing already. Why, so I love you so much to ya. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss anything I post.